Multiply and divide mixed numbers. Hypoglycemia. Example 1. Tito needs to eat every 3.5 hours while awake so that he does not become hypoglycemic. If Tito is awake for 15 3/4 hours every day, how many times will he need to take a break to eat something? So we're going to use the following below to solve. So we're going to use 15 over 3/4 divided by 3.5. So let's go ahead and write this out. Well, the first thing we're actually going to do is convert this into an improper fraction. So we have 15 times 4, that would be 60 plus 3, so we get 63. So we have 63 over 4 divided by, and then 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So we have 7 over 2. Now what we're going to do is change the sign of this. We can do that by changing it into right multiplication. But then we take the reciprocal of the second fraction, right? So we got 2 over 7. So now this is a lot easier to solve. And then we notice that we have, this is 2 and this is 4. So we can go 2 divided by 2, that's 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So we just took out a whole factor of 2 before we go ahead and reduce it at the end. And then 63 and 7 actually can be reduced. So 7 divided by 7 is 1. 63 divided by 7 is 9. Now remember, you can always reduce at the end, but this just makes it a little bit easier maybe at the end here. So we have 9 now times 1, and we have 2 times this 1. So what do we get? Well, on the top we get 9, and on the bottom we get 2. And then we're going to go ahead and convert this improper fraction into a mixed number. So we go 9 divided by 2, and we get 2 can go into 9 4 times. We subtract, we get 1. So we have 4 and 1/2 as our solution. Now let's go ahead and look at example 2. So example 2, we're going to solve the following. We have negative 10.5 times 1 and 5 over 15. So let's go ahead and start to solve. So we'll write it out first, and then we're going to convert both mixed numbers into improper fractions. Now 10 times 2 is 20 plus 1 is 21. So we have negative 21 over 2 times, and then this becomes 15 times 1 is 15 plus 5 is 20. So we get 20 over 15. This is multiplication, so we don't need to do anything. And we can go ahead and start to multiply. But we also notice that we have a 2 and a 20. Well, we can divide this by 2. So that's 1. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Now 15 and 21 both have factors of 3. So let's go ahead and factor those out. So 21 divided by 3 is 7. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Now we can go ahead and multiply the 7 times 10 and then the 1 times 5. So we get 7 times 10. Well, that would be 70. 1 times 5. Well, that would be 5. And we also have a negative sign. Negative 70 over 5. We notice it ends in a 0 and a 5, right? And so we can actually just divide by a factor of 5 on both sides, or we can try to go ahead and convert this into a mixed number and then see where that goes. Either will lead us to the right answer. So I'm going to go ahead and go like this. 5 can go into 70. Well, 5 can go into 70 one time, right? So we have to subtract, we get 2, bring down the 0. Well, 5 can go into 20 4 times. We subtract, we get minus 20, so we get 0. So we really just get, right, 14, and then we have nothing in the numerator over 5, which is the same as saying just 14, right? These are the same thing. So if we were also, what if you didn't want to go this route? What if you wanted to go like this? Now what if we took the top and the bottom and divided by 5. Well, 70 divided by 5, as we just shown, is 14. Now 5 divided by 5 is just 1, which is just equal to 14, and that would be negative. And this is also negative. Forgot the negative sign right here. So just always make sure you have the right sign. As you can see, it's really easy to leave out, and so we have the same answer here though, negative 14, and we did it 2 different ways to get there. So remember that you could reduce and see what happens, and then make sure you always convert it back to a mixed number when we're dealing with these mixed number problems.